Hello all, this is Naresh Mathur, and in this video we will continue the previous exercise, that is exercise 5.3 of arithmetic progression. Let me remind you, in this exercise we are going to use the formula of Sn, that is sum of first n terms of an AP. So we have two different formulas. We can say both are same, but we can use in different ways. So Sn equals to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1d, or we can write n by 2 a plus an, where an is represented as last term or nth term. Alright, where n is the number of terms, a is the first term of AP, and d is the common term, and the n is number of terms. If we have the last term of an AP, then we can go for the second one. Otherwise, this is the general formula. Alright, let's start with the exercise. So in the first question, we are given the sum of the first n terms of an AP is Sn as 4n minus n square. What is the first term? What is the second sum of the first two terms? What is the second term? Similarly, find the third, 10th and nth terms. So we need to find many things in this question. So let's solve one by one and get the answer. So we are given the Sn equals to 4n minus n square. This is called as a general term. I am marking it as a star because it's a different concept from the rest of the questions. It is called a general form. So we can get the value of S1 just by putting n equals to 1. So we can get the value of S1 equals to 3. The first term, sum of first term, it means it is clearly the first term only. So we have A equals to 3. Now what we need to find, what is S2? S2, for getting S2, just put n equals to 2 here. 4 2 is 8 minus 2 square, that is 4. So we have the value of S1 and S2. Now we need to find the an. Let's say, because we need to find the second term. Alright, A2. So we have a formula an equals to, Sn minus 1. So we can do it by two different types. One is given here. I am talking about the second one. We can write it like this: A2 equals to S2 minus S1, S2 minus S1. So here we can get the value of A2. See here, 4 minus 3, that is 1. So we have A2 equals to 1. Or we can subtract the general forms. Alright, so what we are going to do, we are just replacing the n with the n minus 1 in this term. Alright, so you can go for any of the method. So by this we can get the value of A2, that is 1. Right, now we have to find the third and 10th and nth term. So for this, for finding third term, first see, the first term is A is given as 3, second term is given as 1. It means we can see the difference, the common difference is what? Minus 2. Now we can get the third term by A plus 2D. A3 can be found as what? A plus 2D. So A plus 2D, A is what? 3 minus 2 into minus 2, minus 4. 3 minus 4 will be minus 1, that is our A3. Similarly, we can get the value of A10, A plus 9D, or we can get the an as just in the, for getting value of an, we can put the value of a and d in the general form. An equals to a plus n minus 1d. So a plus n minus 1, we just put the value of a and d. So we get the value of an, that will be 5 minus 2. Alright, next one. Find the sum of the first 40 positive integers divisible by 6. Alright, the first term of the which is divisible by 6 is 6 only, and the common difference will obviously be 6. We have done this same kind of questions in the previous exercise also, but in this we need to find the sum of each term. So the first term is 6, we have A, we have D will also be 6, A will also be 6. Alright, n is given as 40. Just put the value in the form of Sn, n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d, so that we can get the answer. Easy. Similarly, the next question is, find the sum of first 15 multiples of 8. 15 multiples of 8 means 8, 16, 24 and so on up to 15 terms. So the first term will be 8a, a equals to 8, d will obviously 8, a and d will be 8, n is given as 15. We can get the value of S15 by simply putting the value in the formula. We get after the solution 960 as answer. Easy. The next one is, find the sum of the odd numbers between 0 and 50. Now see, 0 and 50, so the number will start from the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 up to 49, because 50 is the even number, so 49 is the last possible odd number between 0 and 50. So we can write a equals to 1 and d equals to 2. Now what about n? As we know, the number comes in alternate way, so we can directly divide 50 by 2 and get the value of n. But what I just suggest you, you can go with the general solution, that is an equals to a plus n minus 1 d. So we can get the value of n. An, the last term will be 49 equals to a plus n we need to find, so n minus 1, and the value of d is 2. So by solving this, we can get the value of n equals to 25. Alright, 1 plus 2n minus 2, 1 minus 2 is minus 1, minus 1 will be displaced and n will be equals to 2n will be equals to 50, so n will be 25. Alright, so just put this value in the formula of S25, you get the final answer. Alright, see the next question. In this question, we are given a situation in which a contractor has to pay penalty, and the penalty for the first day is 200, 250 for the second day and so on, and he delayed for the 30 days. Now we need to calculate how much money the contractor has to pay as penalty. Now the penalty is in the way the contractor delayed the work by 30 days and he has to pay 200 rupees for the first day, 250 for the second day, alright, 300 for the third day, up to 30 days. Now we need to find how much money he paid. So we can arrange the terms in the form of AP, because the common difference is 50, because per day the charges is 50 more than the preceding day. So A will be 200, common difference will be 50, and n is given as 30. So easy, we can put this value in the formula of Sn, so we can get the answer. So the answer is 27,750 rupees he needs to pay after 30 days. Easy, I hope you are getting this. These are the, I guess, simple questions. Next one. A sum of 700 is to be used to give 7 cash prizes to the students of a school for the overall academic performance. If each prize is 20 less than its preceding prize, find the value of each of the prizes. Now, total money is given as 700. It means we can consider it as Sn, and this is the Sn. The 20 rupees less than, so the difference is like minus 20, because it is in the decreasing order, because obviously first prize will be higher than the second prize. So we have D, we have Sn. Alright, and n equals to obviously 7, it is given. So put this value in the formula, n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d, so that we can get the value of a. So the first prize money for the first prize is 160, for 140 for the second, 120 for the third, and so on. So for cross check, you can add these money and we'll get 700 as total sum. Alright, now the 17. Now see, we are going towards word problems. In this word problems, we just need to identify the values of a and d, a and sn, whatever the given in the question, and just arrange it in the form of ap, and then it will be very easy for us to just solve. So the first priority is to find the values which are given to us, alright, or making an ap. So question number 17 is an interesting one. It is given that in a school there are classes from 1st to 12th and each class has 3 sections. Alright, and the students of the class are planting trees, and each class will be the same as the class in which they are studying. It means if the student is of first class, then they'll plant one tree from the one section of the class, and if they are studying in 10th, so they will plant 10 trees per section. So it means from the first class, how many trees from the first class? Because each class has 3 sections. Alright, so the first class has, let's say, 3 sections A, B and C. So section A will plant 1 tree, section B will plant 1 tree, and section C will plant 1 tree. So total number of trees is 3 from the class 1. Similarly, for the second class, 2 trees from the each section, so that we'll get the value of number of trees, that is 6 from the second class. Similarly, we'll get 36 trees from the 12th class, because 12 plus 12 plus 12 will be 36. So here we can arrange these number of trees in the form of AP. Alright, just we need to get the sum of this series. So A can be taken as 3. Common difference is all obviously 6 minus 3 is 3, and we have last term also. So just put n by 2, A plus an, and get the answer. So the answer is 234 trees will be planted by the student, and I must say they are doing very well. Alright, we should also do that. The next question. A spiral is made up of successive semicircles. It is also a good one. Now we have good questions. A spiral is given. Now see what it is want to say. I'll tell you in the simple words. Here we have a spiral, or we can say there are semicircles with alternative centers, or we can say in simple words, the semicircles, just upward semicircles are with the center A, and the downward circles are with the center B. Now the radius of each circle is increasing by 0.5 centimeter, or we can say half centimeter. So we need to find the length of total 13 semicircles. We have total 13 semicircles, and we need to find the length of the spiral. Now for solving this, first just tell me what should be the total length of the circular path. That would be a circumference of the circle. I know it's not looks like a circle, but just consider it as a circle. So the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. Alright, then what would be the circumference of a semicircle? That would be pi r. Now what we have to do actually, so we have to add the pi r1 plus pi r2 up to how much we have, semicircles we have, total 13, so it would be pi r13. Now we can take pi as a common. Now in this situation pi is not taken as a common, but I would suggest just for simplicity we can take pi as a common. Alright, so the 22 by 7 will be common. In the bracket we'll have r1 plus r2 plus r3 up to r13. Now we can apply the formula of sum of n terms. So the n, what will be the n? N is number of semicircle, that would be 13. So we can write 13 by 2. Alright, n by 2, 2a. Now a is 0.5. Alright, the radiuses are starting from 0.5, 1, 1.5 and so on. So I am just writing 0.5 as a half just for simplicity, plus n minus 1 d. So n is 13, 13 minus 1 is 12 into d. D is also half, so we can write it as 1 by 2. Now just cut this 2 and this 2 will be cancelled with 6 times. So what we have at the last, it will be 22 by 7 into 13 by 2, 22 by 7 into 13 by 2 into 7. So just cut this 7 by this 7 by 7 because 1 plus 6, and this 2 can be cut by 11. So at the end we have 11 into 13. So the 11 into 13 is as 143 centimeter. So the total length of the spiral would be 143 centimeter. Alright. Next question, again good one, and the last one is also a good. We are given total 200 logs and it is stacked in the form of 20, 19, 18 such that, and the question is how many rows will be there just to stack 200 logs, and how many logs are in the top row. So we have to find two things. We have to find n and we have to find an also. For this we can just write the condition like 20, 90, 18 and so on. So the value of a is here 20, the value of d is here minus 1 because 19 minus 20 is minus 1. N is given as n is not given because we need to find the value of n, number of rows. Alright, just put this value in the formula of Sn. So at the end we'll get a quadratic equation. After solving a quadratic equation, we'll get the value of n as 25 and 16. Now in this solution we have two values of n and both are positive, but the answer will be 1 only, so we have to reject the one value, and which one we should reject we will just check. So if we take 25 as the number of rows, it means there are 25 rows in the total. There are 25 number of rows. Then we can find how many logs will be there in the 25th row. Just check. A25 equals to what? A plus 24d. So a plus 24d. A is equals to what? 20. 24 into minus 1. So it will be minus 24. So it is giving us minus 4 logs. That's not possible. So minus 4 is less than 0. So we'll not consider this value. We'll not consider n equals to 25. So we'll consider n equals to what? 16. So the number of logs will be a plus n minus 1d. So the 20 plus 15 into minus 1 minus 15. So 20 minus 15 will be 5. So there will be 5 logs in the top row and total number of rows will be 16. Got it? Now the last question. It is based on a game theory. Basically, I'll explain what is the game. Listen. The question is it is something like a game. Here is a bucket and a competitor, and we have total 10 potatoes which are placed at fixed distance 3 meter with each. The first potato is placed at 5 meter from the bucket, and afterwards the potatoes are at 3 meter distance from its preceding potato, or just previous potato, sorry, and the total number of potatoes are 10. Now a competitor has to start from the bucket. This is the starting point. She needs to go from the bucket, pick this potato and go back and put the potato in the bucket. In the second one, she needs to go again, pick that potato and again come back and put the potato in the bucket. Similarly for the third one. So this process will continuous until she collect all the potatoes. Now the question is, what is the total distance the competitor has to run? This is the question. Alright, so we need to find the total distance she has to run. Now see, for the first case, how much distance she is running. Let's say in the first condition, she is going 5 meter for picking a potato and coming back again 5 meters. So 5 plus 5, total 10 meter she just run. Okay. In the second condition, 5 plus 3 8 meters she went and came back. So total 8 plus 8 is 16. In the next one, 6 plus 5 11 and 11 is 22. Now see the pattern. This pattern is making an AP because the difference is quite equal. Now we can put the values and we can just find the value of Sn because we need to find the total distance she has to run. So A is 10 here, D is 6, N is given as 10 because the total number of potatoes is 10, and we can find Sn. See, just put this value Sn equals to N by 2, 2A plus N minus 1D, so that the competitor has to run 370 meter for this game. Alright, I hope you understand all these questions. I just request you to practice these questions. Alright, and I'm always there. Let me know if you stuck somewhere in the question, and thank you for listening carefully. Bye bye.